Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I feel like the biggest a-hole on YouTube, and that's because I haven't been updating you guys like I said I would. That's the main thing. I know you guys aren't sitting around waiting for me to upload a video, I know that, but I really hate it when I say I'm gonna do something and I don't do it. Today I want to answer some questions that I got on Instagram. And I thought, you know, some of these questions I know other people are wondering, so I will answer them for you guys. So one of the questions I got was, how do you keep eating potatoes? It's pretty damn easy, okay? You know, some people eat toast for breakfast for their entire life. You know, and not one person says, how do you keep eating toast? So I guess to me that question, kind of silly, but I get what you're coming from. You're like, I want to eat potatoes every day because I know it's good for me and I do really well on potatoes, but I just don't know how you do it, Janine. How do you eat potatoes every day? Well, I don't want them every day. You know, there's some days where I actually don't want potatoes, but it's very rare. And that's because I'm all about that crunch. So it's really about finding potato recipes that you love, that you can repeat. For me, it's all about that crunch, and it's hash browns. I'm all about the hash browns. Oven baked crispy hash browns. I can't get enough of them. I can't. Like, you put that in front of me, I'm not gonna say no. Not even on a day I don't want potatoes. I want those hash browns. Another question I got was from the same person. What do you do when you can't eat another potato? I just don't eat another potato. And I think it's just related to the other question, how do you keep eating potatoes? Obviously I'm not going to force feed them to me if I don't like them. Like, if you were to give me baked potatoes and tell me to eat that all the time, I'm going to be like, no thanks. I don't want that. I don't particularly like eating cold leftover potatoes just straight out of the fridge very often. Once in a while I love them. Most of the time I hate them. So again, it's all about finding a potato recipe that you enjoy, that you could repeat as often as possible. And for me, it's all about that crunch. Maybe for you, it's a nice hearty potato soup that you could eat every single day. But you know what? If potatoes aren't your thing, don't worry about it. You know, find something else, like a brown rice. I don't know. Something that's very satisfying and low in caloric density. Moving on. What device do you use the most to cook potatoes? I get this question a lot, especially when it comes to hash browns. People want to know, did you use your air fryer, your griller, your oven, and what do you use the most? It just depends on the time of year. The winter time, I'm using the oven, or anytime not summer hot. So fall, spring, winter, I use the oven a lot just because there's other people here in this house that also use the oven, so we kind of team up to use the oven together. So we're not wasting energy on one little potato meal when we can fill that whole oven with potatoes. So right now, currently, I'm using most often my air fryer and the George Foreman grill. It just depends on what I want. For reheating leftover fries, potato rounds, or just making like crispy little potatoes using leftover potatoes, I use my air fryer a lot for that. So, and my George Foreman grill for hash browns. That's about it. But my favorite method for hash browns is actually in my oven. They get that nice crisp that I'm looking for. So does the George Foreman, but I don't know. The George Foreman requires a lot of patience. It takes a long time. Sometimes it even takes 50 minutes, 50 to make my hash browns. It just depends on how wet the potatoes were to start with. So it can be tricky, but in the oven it's usually done in a half an hour, no matter how wet it was, because I can really flatten it out, spread it out real big, and bake it till it's crispy. Another person asked what a not so perfect day of eating and exercise looks like. Today, nowadays, my not so perfect days look completely different than 2 years ago. And it's all a process, and I don't expect you to be where I'm at unless you've gone through everything I went through. So a not so perfect day would be peanut butter toast for breakfast, which is not unhealthy. It just does not help me reach my goals. Pistachios, having more than I should, more than just a little serving. having almond milk tea lattes with maple syrup multiple times a day. That would be a not so perfect day. Maybe a square of dark vegan chocolate would be something that would be not so perfect for me. What other worst offenders? If I was having a really off day and I was not prepared and I was just forgetting to eat on time and going hungry and didn't have anything in the fridge, I might occasionally grab something from my family's stash of food, which is all vegan, but vegan junk food. So store-bought organic tortilla chips. And what's wrong with those is the salt. Actually, these ones aren't salted. They're low salt, but they're cooked in oil. So a not so perfect day of exercise would be me laying on my butt all day, in bed almost all day, and maybe getting 2,500 steps, which was like me getting up to go to the bathroom, me getting up to eat, me maybe taking my dogs outside for a couple blocks for potty. It's not about being perfect, it's just about doing better and being consistent with that doing better. I got a question here about this person saying that, you know, if I'm hungry 1 to 2 hours after eating potatoes, should I eat again? And they're wondering if that ever happens to me. Yes, once in a while I am hungry within an hour or two after eating a potato meal, and it's because I ate a snack-sized potato meal. So you might just maybe not have a big enough stomach to eat a lot, I guess. Maybe you aren't used to eating higher volumes of food, and foods low in caloric density like potatoes and vegetables could really fill up your stomach quickly, especially if you're coming from a standard American diet. Your stomach like the food from a standard American diet is very small for a lot of calories, but now you're going for, you know, less calories, but it's bigger. So I don't know if that makes sense. You should only eat until you're comfortably full. You don't want to be uncomfortably full. You know, where your stomach's like bloated and you just feel uncomfortable. That's not fun either. So eat until you're comfortably full, and then when you're hungry again, eat again. Just listen to your hunger signals, and then really tune in to, are you actually hungry, or are you bored, or are you craving? Like if you're ready to eat another potato, then I say go for it. If you're ready to eat some vegetables, then yeah, definitely go for it. If you're craving junk food, you don't want a potato, but you want a candy bar, then I'd say you're craving and not actually hungry. What brand is my air fryer? I believe it is a Magic Chef, and I'm going to be doing a review video on it soon, and I'm working on getting you guys a discount code for it if you buy from their website. I think you can probably also get it on Amazon, and I don't think I can get a discount code for that, but I will give you my honest review on it, and I'm hoping to get you guys a discount code, so stay tuned for that. But if you are on the lookout for an air fryer, what I recommend is get the best that you can afford, but the most important thing here is the size of the actual basket. So you want to make sure it is at least 5 quarts, so don't get anything less than that or it's not worth your time. I've had one smaller, and it's, yeah, you can hardly fit anything in it. It's just not meant for people that eat the way we do, oil-free and low in caloric density, because you need a little more volume to get in enough calories. So 5 quart or more. My favorite potato only recipes. Well, I did actually record an entire month of me. It was an entire month of vlogs when I did the potato only diet last February. So I do have a playlist, which I will put somewhere around here or down below, so you can check that out. But off the cuff, like off the top of my head, I would say oven baked fries, hash browns, just plain old hash browns with a little bit of spice. Those would be my top potato only meals. I think that was it for the Q&As. We did it! Alright, I got through a video, Janine. Pat yourself on the back, you did it. I just hope that the sound is okay and that didn't mess up, because this has happened to me multiple times in the last couple months. I go to do a video and I think it's gonna be great. I go to edit it and the sound is crap, or something is going on. So, or the lighting is bad, or whatever, I don't know. So, that wraps it up for today's Q&A. If you have any other questions, please comment down below and I will screenshot it so that I answer it in my next video. Alright? Sounds like a deal. Comment down below if you have any questions. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye. Bye. Goodbye. See how long I can go without touching my hair. My hair. La 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 la.